Welcome to Celeb Gossip, your juicy entertainer. Please subscribe and click the bell button for more updates if you are new to my channel. In a case that has captivated the world, Rakim Mayers, widely known by his stage name Asap Rocky, has been found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment. The charges, centered around severe misconduct towards the internationally acclaimed singer Rihanna, have brought to light a story of abuse, resilience, and the pursuit of justice. This high-profile trial has not only shaken the music industry but also sparked a global conversation about domestic violence and accountability. Asap Rocky's journey from Harlem streets to international stardom is a story well known to his fans. Bursting onto the scene in the early 2010s, Rocky quickly established himself as a force in the music industry, known for his unique sound, fashion sense, and charismatic persona. His relationship with Rihanna, another global superstar, seemed like a match made in heaven. The public perceived them as a power couple, often seen together at high-profile events and sharing affectionate moments on social media. However, behind the glamorous facade lay a darker reality. The accusations against Rocky began surfacing in early 2023 when Rihanna, whose real name is Robyn Rihanna Fenty, bravely broke her silence. What followed was a harrowing account of abuse that shattered the illusion of their seemingly perfect relationship. Rihanna's allegations against Asap Rocky were both shocking and heart-wrenching. She detailed a pattern of abusive behavior that included emotional manipulation, physical violence, and psychological torment. According to her testimony, the abuse began subtly but escalated over time, leaving her feeling trapped and isolated. Rihanna's decision to come forward was not only a personal act of courage but also a significant step in highlighting the often hidden issue of domestic violence. The specifics of the allegations included instances of verbal abuse, threats, and physical assaults. Rihanna recounted how Rocky's jealousy and controlling behavior led to frequent arguments that would sometimes turn violent. She also described the emotional toll it took on her, leading to bouts of depression and anxiety. Her testimony was a powerful indictment of the man she once loved and a call to others in similar situations to seek help and speak out. The trial of Asap Rocky was nothing short of a media spectacle, with every twist and turn closely followed by the public and press alike. The courtroom was often packed with spectators, including fans, legal experts, and celebrities. The proceedings were intense, with both the defense and the prosecution presenting their cases with fervor. The prosecution built a compelling case against Rocky, supported by a wealth of evidence. They presented medical reports documenting Rihanna's injuries, digital records of threatening messages, and testimonies from friends and family who had witnessed the abuse or seen its effects on Rihanna. Expert witnesses, including psychologists and domestic violence specialists, provided insights into the patterns of abuse and the impact it had on Rihanna. One of the most powerful moments in the trial was Rihanna's own testimony. Taking the stand, she recounted her experiences with a calm yet poignant demeanor. Her words were a stark reminder of the human cost of abuse, leaving a lasting impact on everyone in the courtroom. The prosecution argued that Rocky's actions were premeditated and part of a deliberate pattern of control and violence. Rocky's defense team, led by some of the most high-profile attorneys in the business, sought to discredit the allegations. They argued that the relationship between Rocky and Rihanna was complex and that the incidents described were either exaggerated or misinterpreted. They suggested that Rihanna's accusations were motivated by personal grievances and a desire for revenge. The defense also attempted to portray Rocky as a victim of his own circumstances, citing his difficult upbringing and the pressures of fame. They called witnesses who testified to Rocky's character, describing him as a loving and caring individual. Despite their efforts, the defense struggled to counter the overwhelming evidence presented by the prosecution. On June 23, 2024, the jury reached a unanimous verdict, finding Asap Rocky guilty on all counts. The atmosphere in the courtroom was tense as the verdict was read, with gasps and whispers filling the air. The judge, in a solemn tone, sentenced Rocky to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, citing the severity of the crimes and the need for justice. The judge's remarks were pointed and powerful, condemning Rocky's actions and praising Rihanna for her bravery. This court recognizes the immense courage it takes to stand up against an abuser, especially one with such a public persona, the judge stated. We hope this verdict serves not only as justice for Ms. Fenty, but also as a message that abuse, in any form, will not be tolerated. The public reaction to the verdict has been a mixture of shock, anger, and relief. Fans of both artists have expressed their heartbreak over the situation, struggling to reconcile the personas they admired with the harsh realities revealed in the trial. Social media has been inundated with reactions, with hashtags such as #JusticeForRihanna and #StandWithRihanna trending globally. Many have applauded Rihanna's courage in coming forward and standing firm throughout the ordeal, viewing her as a beacon of hope and strength for victims of abuse everywhere. Rihanna has received an outpouring of support from fans, fellow celebrities, and advocacy groups. Public figures from various walks of life have praised her bravery, with many sharing their own stories of abuse in solidarity. Rihanna's testimony has sparked a broader conversation about the prevalence of domestic violence and the importance of supporting survivors. Organizations dedicated to combating domestic violence have seen a surge in interest and donations, driven by the heightened awareness brought about by the trial. Rihanna herself has expressed her gratitude for the support, emphasizing the need for continued efforts to protect and empower victims of abuse. In a statement following the verdict, she said, "This has been one of the hardest experiences of my life, but I hope it can help others find the strength to speak out and seek help." While many have rallied around Rihanna, there are those who continue to support Asap Rocky, expressing disbelief and disappointment in the verdict. Some fans argue that the trial was biased and that Rocky was unfairly portrayed. This divide highlights the complexities surrounding celebrity culture and the challenges in reconciling public personas with personal actions. The case has also had significant repercussions for the music industry. Asap Rocky, once a celebrated figure, now faces a lifetime behind bars, leaving a void in the hip-hop community. Record labels, promoters, and collaborators are grappling with the fallout as they distance themselves from Rocky while addressing the broader issue of abuse within the industry. Conversely, Rihanna's influence and reputation have only grown stronger. Her resilience and advocacy have cemented her status as not just a musical powerhouse, but also a role model and activist. The industry is taking note, with calls for greater accountability and support for artists who are victims of abuse. As the dust begins to settle, the focus shifts to the broader implications of this case. The trial and its outcome have underscored the need for systemic change in how society addresses domestic violence. Legal experts and advocates are calling for reforms to ensure that victims receive the support and protection they need, and that abusers are held accountable regardless of their status or influence. The trial has sparked discussions about potential legal reforms to better support victims of domestic violence. Advocates are pushing for stricter laws, improved resources for victims, and more comprehensive training for law enforcement and judicial personnel. There is also a call for better education and awareness programs to prevent abuse and encourage early intervention. Beyond legal reforms, there is a growing recognition of the need for a cultural shift. The public discourse around the case has highlighted the importance of challenging toxic behaviors and promoting healthy relationships. Educational institutions, workplaces, and media platforms are being urged to play a role in fostering environments where abuse is recognized, condemned, and prevented. Rihanna's role in this cultural shift cannot be overstated. Her decision to speak out has not only brought justice in her own case, but has also empowered countless others to do the same. She has hinted at plans to use her platform to advocate for domestic violence survivors, potentially launching initiatives and partnerships aimed at providing support and resources. In response to the heightened awareness, there has been a push to strengthen support systems for victims. This includes expanding access to shelters, counseling services, and legal assistance. Community organizations and grassroots movements are working tirelessly to provide safe spaces and resources for those in need. The conviction of Asap Rocky and the life sentence handed down by the court mark a significant moment in the fight against domestic violence. It serves as a stark reminder that no one is above the law and that justice can be achieved even in the face of immense challenges. Rihanna's courage. Stay tuned for more updates as this captivating and complex story continues to unfold, shaping the future of the music world and beyond. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment for more update.